as I am back on a live stream. Let's talk about New Belgium, shall we? Big news out today. New Belgium, they're going to be selling big time, bigly, so to speak. So New Belgium announced today they're going to have a sale to an international beer conglomerate. It'll actually be Lion Little World out of Australia. And at first, when I heard the story, I was like, what? Because, it was just so off guard when I heard about what was taking place. Again, when I first heard New Belgium was no longer going to be a craft brewery, I was like, what? But here's the thing. They're actually part of Kirkin Holdings out of Japan. So they'll get more exposure overseas. Then it's kind of hard to actually fault them after reading a little bit more into it. And then after reading a little bit more into it, I was kind of like, wow. Kind of just laid back, took my time, digested. Wow. And from there, I was in pretty good shape as I looked into a little bit of the details. Now, when you look at this on the surface, New Belgium is not just the largest craft brewery in Colorado, but they're the fourth largest overall. They're actually behind Yuengling, and then Boston Beer, and then they are behind Sierra Nevada. So they're pretty huge. They're not a small brewery out here, so how's that going to affect the landscape of things to actually come take place? But I gotta admit, their employees are going to benefit nicely from the opportunity, it looks like. They have 700 employees between the three different operations. Supposedly the brewery's not going to be affected. The tap houses won't be affected. They'll be able to keep doing business as usual, keep the same management in line, and at least 300 of the employees are getting $100,000 kicked into the retirement fund. I know, right? That's a good amount of change right there. And there's even more that are getting more than 100,000. Not more people, but there's some that are getting more than 100,000, which is also great. I don't know if everybody's getting that 100,000 as a minimum. There's 700 employees. They only listed 300, but probably depending on how long you were with the company. They were employee owned, so they're able to benefit from that. And of course, having that employee-owned company does make a difference at times, as you're actually seeing now, because they're able to have their shares sold and actually cash in on it, so to speak. So, the question will be, in the end, as people start to deal with New Belgium, they'll be leaving the craft beer scene. The question will become, will you still drink New Belgium? Will they have a falling out for you? Will you have to maybe pull away from them? I'm thinking they're going to still get a good amount of money. They're going to get money here, money overseas, money in different spots. It's just the way that we are. As we're part of a global economy, things like this are going to happen. So kind of interesting, because as we know, by the Brewers Association, they would technically not be craft beer anymore. So they'll be kicked out of some of the other stuff, some of those things that are craft beer type events. You probably won't see them there anymore. They're fully going to be involved into the macro ranks. So time will tell how we actually enjoy this beer going forward. And all in all, they kind of cashed in as far as the deal, $190 million. That's right, $190 million total for this deal. And as they stand there and they address some of the other people in the craft beer industry, it kind of made me think,
Ray, that's what I'm going to be doing every single night. Dollar bills, y'all.
They're going to just make it rain every night as they have the money roll in. So this is the society we're in now. Craft beer fans, don't just kick them to the curb necessarily. Alan, welcome, my friend. I see the 1554 is a good beer that they actually do put out. I haven't had it in a while. If they don't touch the recipes, a lot of people will enjoy it. Of course, a lot of people like to keep the money in the community, right? So money isn't maybe technically in the community if you look at it from how it's being part of a conglomerate, although if it's a local shop or a regional shop, you are still supporting people in the area by enjoying their beers. So, just sharing that news from today. If you haven't seen it, what's your thoughts on it? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Big shout out to Hans, who's also in here. Thanks, brother. He's a little in shock about them selling out as well. But it happens. These guys get these big checks thrown their way, and people end up cashing in on it. Thanks again to all the new subscribers. Brandon Montgomery, who just joined the channel yesterday. In Smith, a few days back. Juggalo Fishing Posse, now a subscriber. Appreciate all you guys and everybody else that's involved. Let me know what you guys think if you like some of these type of videos. I'm kind of getting, I think, a little bit more away from the beer reviews and trying to get back and do some other stuff. I feel like there's a lot of beer reviews already out there, so I want to get into more aspects of the beer stuff. So if you like these kind of things, let me know. Leave a comment below. As remember, hit that like button, of course. And I'm going to be jumping off here. Just a nice short video for tonight. I'm going to jump over to the Eclectic Beard, who's here in the comments as well. We'll talk college football here in just under 40 minutes, actually. And look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. And if you haven't seen the piece on the story, you can actually check out the Denver Post that has a nice little story about it there. But it's popping up everywhere now. It's on Reddit and Facebook, and Twitter has pieces, so you're seeing it everywhere. But yeah, Colorado's largest brewery announced its sale to an international conglomerate, and let's see where this leaves them with everybody else. Cheers, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better come.